Yes, and I am live. Hello, everyone. How are we doing today? Just give me a moment, a minute. How is it with you? Happy Monday. It's been a blessed Monday for me. I'm thankful. I'm grateful to God. How has it been for you? Put in the comment section. Let me know how your Monday has been or it's going. Awesome. So let me know how your Monday is going. Mine is blessed. Like I said, it's cold. Yes, it's cold. It's cold here, and it's getting towards that time of the year when you really need to kit up to keep yourself warm. Especially in the part of the world where I am. So, how is everything with you? How have you been? Happy Monday, happy blessed Monday. And today, I just quickly want to be because I was reflecting on some things this morning and coupled with the things that, you know, um, the chats, the messages I've received today. I just thought of coming out live this afternoon. It's nearly evening, afternoon, half three. Okay. To share this topic with you, breaking free from limiting belief about money and success. Yeah. Breaking free. How can we break free from limiting belief of money and success? First, let's talk about some of the belief that is holding us back without even realizing them. Sometimes we grow up, like, not even sometimes, majority of us, like, I have been living in this world over 4 decades now, and growing up, we hear things like money doesn't grow on the tree. Yes, money does not grow on the tree, and things like you have to work twice as hard to make money, or you hear things like rich people are greedy, and without us realizing it, these little phrases begin to build up in our minds, and it begins to shape us. Sometimes we even think even things that we know that we deserve, we think, no, I don't think this is going to work, or this is what I did. I don't think I merit this. I don't think I've worked hard enough. Because, growing up, you've heard things like you have to work twice as hard, right? And, this belief are really shaping how we see success, how we even think of the things we deserve. And what are limiting beliefs? So, limiting beliefs are simply thoughts that we have accepted as truth, even when they are not. So, maybe you were told that being wealthy means sacrificing your family time, or that success is only for people with connection. And we always hear that a lot. Success for people with connections and fancy degrees. But this is the truth. Those beliefs, yeah, they create invisible barrier, things that we cannot even see. Sometimes you see yourself reaching out for more, and then all of a sudden you just withdraw. Like, I know people, right, that have actually started things, like I've invested in, big businesses, but as time goes on, when they experience just little challenge, they think, oh no, I don't think that's for me anyways. Let me just go back to start working, and that's because those limiting beliefs, those things that we've allowed to create barrier between us and success, are already shaping who we are and what we think about success and money. So, and how do these limiting beliefs show up? They show up in very sneaky ways. Like, when they present you with an opportunity, you tell yourself, I'm not ready. Yes, I have a lot of people like that. You're presented with an opportunity, a life-changing opportunity. Instead of you to do your due diligence, a lot of people have reached out to me actually and said, I like to start this online business. Can I get more info? You give them more info, they sign up, and maybe a couple of days later, you try to follow up and say, okay, what do you think? Some people will say, I don't think it's for me. I'm not a social media. I've actually had people who have gone, after the info session, pay their 149. They After paying the 149, they actually did their coaching call, because when you pay your 149, you have access to our full system. You get everything that makes our business unique. You'll be able to decide from there whether you want to go forward. I've seen people that have actually decided that I am going forward, I am going to do this. And you know what? After their coaching call, they come and say, I don't think this will work for me. That is the barrier that the limiting belief creates without us knowing. So, those are the ways that limiting beliefs show up in our real lives. When you see someone else succeeding, instead of you to be inspired, you start feeling that, I don't think it's possible. You start thinking that it's not possible for you. So sometimes we even self-sabotage ourselves because of this limiting belief that we have created in our mind, maybe due to the things that we've heard growing up. Like I told you, like growing up, I hear things like money doesn't grow on a tree, and which I know that maybe you also, you've been hearing. And these are the things that is shaping our thoughts. These are the things that is shaping the way we see money. These are the things that is shaping the way we see success in our lives. So, how do we replace this limiting belief with empowering ones? So, the beautiful part is whatever belief you have, whatever can change. Anything that you've believed in the past, because I tell you, like I told you, I also hear things like that. You have to work really hard. I believe in hard work. I am one of the people that believe in hard work. And one thing I realized, especially starting my online business over 2 years ago, 2 years and 2 months plus ago, I realized that I needed to change my mindset about money, about success, about life in general. So, the beautiful part of this limiting belief is that they can be changed if you are ready for it. You can rewrite your story. You can, start by catching those old thoughts and throwing them away and say, you know what? No way. This is not true. I know money doesn't grow on a tree, but I know I can make money. I know I can be successful. You start shedding out, throwing away, those limiting belief. Instead of saying, you will never be good with money, you can start saying things like, I'm learning how to manage and attract money wisely. You start changing your limiting belief so that, you can move from that limiting belief and replace it with empowering ones. So, and how do you build success mindset? It doesn't come by just accident. It comes with consistency. Like I told you earlier, that instead of saying things like, you're never good with money, you can start saying things like, you're learning to manage money and attract money wisely. And, the moment you start building that with your mindset, success isn't just about luck. You believe that it's about consistency and about, mindset, creating the right mindset, having a positive mindset, and, believe that wealth and impact are available to you. Have that belief that wealth and impact are available to you. And honestly, I thought of sharing this Monday because of the so many inquiries that I have received. You know, so many inquiries, and people are like, oh, I don't think online business is for me. And there is nothing that comes without learning. If you put your mind to something, if you believe that you can do it, yes, you can do it. So you just need to take the bold step, and you show up even when it's uncomfortable. Did I tell you that over the past 2 years, every time I've come out live here has been comfortable? No, there are times that um, you know, it's not comfortable, but I invested in myself. So you need to invest in yourself. You need to really work hard on your mindset. You need to break that limiting belief from your system. And, you need to start replacing it with empowering ones. And honestly, before long, before you know it, you will start attracting opportunities, and you will start seeing every opportunities as tools for you to succeed in everything you do. So that's, from the top, my topic today. So breaking free from limiting belief and about money and success. It's honestly a huge topic that so many of us really need to work on. So I thought of sharing that today before I go into something else. And, you know, something really baffled me today. It's not like it baffled me. It was just, somebody actually messaged me about something very sensible. Yes, it's very sensible because it takes a lot of sense to realize that. And if you're watching me live, if you're that person, I really appreciate that. You can come up out like that. I've chatted with a lot of people today because I've not worked today. Like I'm off. I haven't been out of the house today actually, and I was out earlier just to get a couple of things, and then I came back. I'm going out very soon as well. So I just thought, after chatting with that person, I reflected over what the person said, and I thought to myself, no, I'm going to do a go live, and talk about our limiting beliefs, especially, if you have taken steps towards doing something different about you, about success, about you succeeding, about you attracting money. But those things that we've heard over the years, that money doesn't grow on a tree, rich people are greedy, and all of those things. Yeah, if you let them limit it, what they do is they create an invisible barrier in your heart. You don't even know, but unconsciously you're just saying things because of what you've heard over the years, because of what you've learned over the years. And today I want you to take that away, start replacing those limiting beliefs with empowering ones. So I'll tell you about this. That person messaged me and said, I've seen a lot of videos online, and I'm just wondering, Felicia, if I pay 149 US dollars, will I also be receiving a lot of checks like this? Holy God. Now, now. And she said she's just curious that, can that be real? Can you just pay 149 US dollars and be receiving that thousand, even if it's in 2 years? Will Because she said she's seen people said in 2 years they've been able to, save up to pay for mortgage and all of that, and pay off their debts of over 70,000, over 80,000, and all of that. And she actually messaged me and said, so do you mean that 149 would give me all that? Then I told her that. She said, so that's all I have to pay to start making that money if I put in all the work and everything. Then I told her, I said, look, I don't care what checks you've seen. I don't care, how many, thousands people have been able to pay off. For me, I've been able to reduce how much I've worked, how much I work. I used to work a lot previously. And, this business has helped me a lot as well. Just a single business contract can give me up to 4 figures in dollars, even in pounds, 4 figures in pounds as well. Like well over 6,000, 7,000. Yes, with the stage I am in my business. This didn't start firstly. My first figure, my first income was about 3 figures, only three. That's not up to 8,000. So I built my business right over time. And this is just to tell you that when you pay your 149, you have access to our whole system. We did a go live last night with my other accountability partners. It's about an hour long. It is a must watch. It gives you everything you need to know about our business. It's a must watch. And I told this person that, thank you for that question. It's actually the first time that somebody has been so in depth, I'll say in depth enough to say, so if I pay 149, is this big check that it looks impossible to use 149 to be able to get this plenty of money? Then I told her that 149 gives you access to our whole system. And we explained that yesterday as well. And like I said, I don't care how much checks has been flashed at you. There is, your own part to be done here. This is not a business where you put in money and, you raise your feet somewhere. My coaches will say that and expect, the money to be flying in or whatever. And this is to let you know as well that there is work involved, just like any business, just like your 9 to 5, but you don't even put as much energy as you put in your 9 to 5 in our business model. Oops, sorry. Just like, you don't even put as much, time that you put in your 9 to 5 in our business. And honestly, one thing that I'm really blessed about this business is that I can do it at my own pace. Even when I saw it, right, that limiting belief wanted to crawl in, and I was like, online business, am I fit for this? Can I do this? But you know what? One thing I later realized is online business is about learning. You see a lot of digital business and all of that out and about there. It's all about learning. if you're open to learning. Before I became a registered nurse, I went through learning, through practical theory and all of that, right? For years before I could get that certification of, being a registered nurse. And honestly, that's one thing I always say to people: as long as you're open to learning, you are ready to put in the work that is required. Success here is for sure for me, because if you are consistent, if you are not tired, if you know that business takes building, and you know that over time your business will start paying you, because I have been in this business for 2 years, and I have seen that it takes consistency. It's consistency that has brought me here. Hmm? Are there days that I feel, oh God, what am I doing this? Is this the right thing? Yes. But you know what? I told myself that this success, I am going after it. Because at the time I started my business, I've worked as a registered nurse with my certificate for over 23 years. Over 23 years at the time I started my business. I'm well over 25 years in practice. Practice, excluding school, as a registered nurse now. So I told myself, if I've worked that long, and people here, they've only put in time and effort for 5 years and they're achieving great results. Oh yeah, here, let's do it. What does it require? Learning. What does it require? And then I put in all that is required. And 2 years down the line, I am grateful. Like I told you, my first income in this business is only three figures. But as time goes on, my second became four, third, and now single, just one contract can give me as much as 7,000 in US dollars. In pounds, maybe about 4,000, 4,008, depending. It depends, right? On you, it depends on your strategy, it depends on your business goals as well. So, when that person messaged me and said, so will I be receiving all this big money? Da, 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 da. And I said, 149. There's no how. Even if you put 149 in his savings for 1 year, maybe you will earn 0.149 as interest. So 149 does not start a business. The 149 you are paying, you are getting information about our business. So just to clarify that with you, if you're watching me and you also have the same question that this lady asked me earlier today. She has now paid her 149. She was just curious because she felt, maybe this is not legit, because how can I pay 149 and be making this huge amount of money? You can make the huge amount of money, pay your 149, come and see the system. There is capital involved. There is money involved. 149 doesn't start any good, lucrative, life-changing, abundance-giving business. But I tell you, there are options available to you. Different options, different ways to start your business. So if you are looking for a business that can give you those plenty checks, and you're thinking, maybe if I pay 149, I will have everything. No. Why? No. And somebody actually messaged me, and she went ahead and asked, is there any other money to pay? I said yes. And she said, I said, what do you mean? And this is this person that told me that, I think I shared it here, but I didn't share about, she was saying, she said she was going to China. She wanted to be buying and things, to, she wanted to be buying things to sell and to rent out and all of that. She's going to invest a lot of money to buy things that she will travel to China, right? 149 does not even pay flights to from Belfast, where I am, to to maybe London. Okay, maybe it does, but with the accommodation and everything, right? So what I'm trying to tell you is that you are seeing a lot of us come out and share how our lives have changed in 2 years. 149 US dollars is not all that you pay to start a business. But when you pay the 149 US dollars, in this life, if you don't have the right information, just like I said, limiting belief, you will stay there for long. But if you have the right information, you pay your 149 US dollars, you get the information, you can decide it's not the business for you. You check out. If it's a business for you, you check in. Yes, that is it. That is the business that I am in. And honestly, that's why I talked about limiting belief at first. Because I tell you, whatever you're doing at the moment, if you cannot guarantee you pay 149 US dollar on the spot, If you cannot gamble, if you cannot risk 149 US dollars on a spot, hmm, for a business that people are showing their face. Look, today, right? Somebody actually messaged me and said, "This is name." I said, "That's my surname." And I actually proved it because I have nothing to hide. I run my business online. So I want to build trust as much as possible. If I feel like, okay, I've shared this, I'm not comfortable leaving it with you, I delete it. But at least you've seen that, oh, this is who she is. Hmm? This is who she is. So it's just to let you know that, our business is legitimate. Our business is risk free to some extent, because I would say to some extent, because when you come in, as long as you do not book your coaching call, you see that it's not a business, or you go, because there's nothing in this life that is completely risk free. So it all depends on you. Whatever you put in, or I risk traveling from Nigeria to Namibia without knowing what Namibia looks like. They said it was a population of 2 million at the time I went there, 2014. But I went, and I later realized that it is risk free, because from Namibia, eh, I became a registered nurse in Namibia. Like, not became a registered. I registered with Namibia Nursing Council. I was already a registered nurse from Nigeria. I registered with Namibia Nursing Council, and from there I applied, to come to the UK, and I was granted, and I did my visa processing and everything in Namibia, and here I am in UK. So at the end of the day, looking at all the risk I took and see where I am today, it is 100% risk free from me. And it's the same thing like when I started my business. So my mindset started shifting when I started my business. I used to believe in a lot of hard work. I work really hard. Like, if you've worked with me before, you know that Isheni, I love people to do their work properly. I just want the work done. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's get this done. And but as time goes on in my business, I realize that with little effort, hmm, building something that is your own can liberate you forever. Imagine working 6 days a week. How many of you with the three children, one husband? Eh? Like, at that age of my life, 6 days a week, I was working it. I was doing it. The least I'll do is 5 days, because the money have to be complete for the things that I needed to do at that time. But I told myself that this is life. At some stage I wanted to believe that, well, that's how, but then my reality kicked in when I did a reality check, and I told myself, wow, 5 years from now. At that time I saw my business. I said, 5 years from now I'll be 50. Will I have the energy to be doing this 6 days back to back, back to back? Because I tell you, previously, sure, you see the wig I put on my head now. I'm already feeling heat. Like, I want to take it off. Now, if I'm going to work, I don't put wig. I go with either my braided hair, my natural hair, combed, or, done into my, what do you call it, dreadlock, my artificial dreadlock, and all of that. And, previously, if you've ever worked with me, I don't do without, my hair, make my hair nicely, put my wig. I'm going to work, I put wig, I put complete makeup, I look gorgeous, you know, that age. As time goes on, I can't keep this wig for too long anymore, because it's now I'm getting too warm, especially if I wear it for too long. I can't wear the wig for 12 hours anymore. So I prefer that my comfort, my hair look, and that, change as a result of I'm no longer young. I still know people that will they will gel their hair throughout the day. Like, my daughter can sit for 7 hours braiding hair. I used to do it. Like, when I first came to UK, I would do my hair, I'll braid it. I can sit 6 hours to do hair. Now I cannot sit more than 2 hours. In fact, when my daughter is doing my hair, she will be like, "Mommy, let's do it quick, 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 quick. I want quick one." It doesn't reduce anything from my identity. If I'm going to, occasion, I want to show up nice, I put my wig. I know it's just for limited hours. I'm just telling you that, age, as you age, you don't have the same energy, you don't have the same power. So your thinking needs to change, right? About, preparing for your retirement, preparing for your golden age, and all of that. So, that was it for me. And I told myself, though I nearly had limiting belief that online business, maybe it's for tech people and all of that, I just told myself that, you know what, I'll do this. And I did it 2 years down the line. I didn't know I had the skills. 2 years down the line, I was telling you yesterday that, all my gadgets, like I loved gadgets. I love anything tech. I love gadgets. Like even you can see from my watch, I love gadgets. My phones are nearly all almost up there. I love it from when I was young. From when phone came, actually, I get the latest. So, but those latest are not fetching me money. But I tell you now, if I change my phone today, within 1 week, I will realize the money for it. And I can completely write it off as tax because I'm doing a business that requires me to use it, to use all the tech and everything here. Yeah, I had, my MacBook Pro even before I became a business owner. And, after a while, I said, it's of no use to me. I sold it and I got an HP. And now I'm thinking, oh my God, why did I sell it? It has Final Cut Pro for video editing and all of that. I learned all those things here in the business. And as I also researched about video editing and all of that, I knew that I discovered that Final Cut Pro will help me with my video editing, with the graphics and everything, because I run a digital business. I have to show up well. I have to create good image for Facebook to push my videos and all of that. Now I'm thinking, okay, I need to go and get my MacBook Pro back. And you know what, even if I get it today, in a month I will make the money to pay it, and I will write it off as tax because it's for my business. That is how my orientation has changed completely. Even if I'm getting the latest of the latest of the latest iPad, I'm using it for business and it's generating me income. It's not in those days where I buy the latest and I don't use it for anything, only to call, send message, and feel good that I have the latest. No, you have that 1,000 plus phone. It's not generating you income. It's a sin. Oh. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Even if it's to post something, right? Even if it's to start creating content, you can start making income from there. Like all my content on Facebook are monetized. Facebook paid me for all these things. Even this was not my primary reason for coming on social media 2 years plus ago. But to the glory of God, as I grew in the business, Facebook saw that I was providing value. I've come this morning to share with you how your limiting belief can hinder you, can hinder the way you see success and money in your life. And I'm sure one person would have gained something about, limiting belief today and would be looking to correct that. So I just want to encourage you, don't let limiting belief limit you in anything you do at all. I have a meeting with one of my mentees for 4 o'clock. I'm just looking at the time. So don't let limiting belief hold you back. By the way, just to clarify, we had a go live yesterday. Go and watch everything about our business is in there. 149 does not start a business that can transform your life. 300 and transformation that can take you from point A in less than 2 years to point Z. 149 does not start that kind of business now. You to look at it. Get the 149. It gives you access. If it's not a business for you, you like I said, you check out and take your money back within 30 days. You don't book your coaching call, because the moment you book your coaching call, you are ready for business. You've decided that this is for you. And thanks to my amazing people that have done their coaching call over the weekend. You guys are amazing, and I look forward to start working with you, by the way. And it's just to let you know that, look, if this business is not for you, you've seen the plan, you've seen the different strategies that you can start with, and you see the options that are available. If it's not for you, you don't need to book your coaching call. Just ask for your refund, because at the end of the day, I want to work with people with the right mindset. I want to work with people who are tired of being tired. I want to work with people who are ready to, take away that limiting belief from their life and begin to live the life of abundance. Those are the people I want to work with. So if you are in that category, you fall into that category, I can help you start a business in the online space with no prior experience, just like my mentor did over 2 years ago for me. And today I am thankful. Every time I pray to appreciate God about my business, I appreciate her as well. So go onto my website, sign up with your name and email address, get the information, watch the 90 minutes info session. It's very important, because you'll be able to see the structure, what we use in our digital business. Even when we tell you we don't do any selling, I don't do any selling. I provide service in a very unique way, and it's different. Our system cannot be copied, because it's a different system, because that's what has been working for over a decade for, our leaders, and has been working for me for over 2 years. Has been working for my mentor for over 3 years. She quit like she resigned to like 2 years into this business. She left her paid employment. If paid employment is paying her consistently for 14 years, and after 14 years she only ran business for 2 years, and she's decided, I am leaving this. You know what what this business would have done for her. Now she's in the house taking care of her children. She has another business that she runs from the comfort of her home. All built, all was birth from this our online business. Our online business gave birth to the business she's running from the comfort of her home, to the fact that she can now sit with her children and take care of them, teach them, the word of God, teach them the way she wants them to be, create that life that she wants, create memory with her children. And, she resigned. She was nearly a director in the civil service, 14 years, and she resigned 2 years into the business. So if you are also looking for, a business that can liberate you, they can help you. It's not a get rich quick, right? But this business, just stay with it. If you stay with it, you stand your course, you do your due diligence, you follow the training, you attend meetings when they say attend meetings, we call, like I told you, I'm going to meet my mentor. She's actually sent me a message. She will see that I'm live anyway. I have a meeting with her, we are there to support you. As long as I see that you have done your own due diligence, you're doing your training perfect. Yeah, you're attending meetings. We call meeting like we had our small team, because I have a small team. Well, we're not small, by the grace of God. We have our own team that we meet every month as well. We discuss, frequently ask questions. We help you. We support you. We give you all the tools, everything you need. We have also our large community. We do the meetings every week. So you are just blessed if you are in this business. Like I am blessed being here. So if you're also looking to start something for yourself in the online space with no experience, you don't want to sell to family and friends, yes, you're in the right place. Go onto my website and sign up. And if you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Felicia Bossedi Akintola. I'm a mom, a wife, a registered nurse here in the UK. I'm originally from Nigeria, and I run this amazing digital business by the grace of God that has been a great, source of income to me and my family. So if you're out there and you're looking for, creating additional stream of income, you're looking for a plan B, you're looking for passive income, you want to build a business to start generating that passive income, that you are not actively doing much, but you're constantly getting, that reward of your hard work. This is the place to be. So I hope to see you tomorrow by the grace of God. I need to go and meet my sister now. God bless you. Thank you for showing up. And if you're going to watch the replay, thank you as well. Don't forget to go to the live we did yesterday. It was with me and my accountability partners. It was around 9 p.m. It's about 1 hour long, but it's packed. It's full. You want to get, all your inquiries and everything is in that video. And from there, you can make an informed decision. God bless you. Have an amazing evening. Bye.